What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. Florida State, a 13-0 Power 5 conference champion, gets left out of the playoffs. Did the committee get it right? Should Florida State have been in over Texas and Alabama? I've seen a lot of people say that after losing their starting quarterback, FSU should still be in because Ohio State won a national championship with their third-string quarterback. And I just want to say this, Florida State is not 2014 Ohio State. They're just not. The people that are saying this clearly did not watch them play against Louisville or Florida. Florida State's second and third-string quarterbacks are not Cardale Jones. And this Florida State team does not have the talent that Ohio State did. A lot of people believe that because Florida State was a 13-0 undefeated Power 5 champion that they should have gotten in over Texas and Alabama. Some people want to point to how good Florida State's defense is, and point to the fact that they beat a top 15 Louisville team. And let's be real, Louisville is not a legit top 15 team. They're a complete dumpster fire. And the reality is, Florida State isn't much better. Florida State is not one of the best 4 teams. They're just not. Let me ask you something. If Florida State played Texas or Alabama, who do you think would win? Any sane person knows that Alabama and Texas would destroy Florida State. They'd probably beat Florida State by at least 3 scores. And the whole point of the playoffs is to get the 4 best teams in. So we have our answer. Texas and Alabama should be in over Florida State. It's that simple. I don't understand how anyone's making a legit argument for Florida State to be in. Is there anyone that thinks Florida State would beat any of those other 3 teams? I don't even think Florida State would beat anyone in the top 10, much less one of the 4 teams in the playoffs. I mean, come on. Florida State is terrible. They're just not a good team. And as a fan of college football, I did not want to see Florida State in the playoffs. That literally would have been a first-round bye for whoever they played. They would have gotten destroyed. More than anything, I'm just surprised that the committee had the balls to do it. I did not think that they would actually leave out an undefeated Florida State team that won a Power 5 conference. I just didn't think they would do it, but I'm glad they did because they got it right. These are the 4 best teams. All of those teams in the playoffs would beat Florida State. Anyone arguing that Florida State should have been in is either football ignorant or hasn't watched Florida State play. They're nowhere near one of the best 4 teams. And if Florida State had played the same schedule as those other teams in the playoffs right now, I guarantee you they would have lost at least 1 game. 1, they didn't play a top 10 team all year. And 2, all those other teams beat a top 10 team. Alabama beat Georgia, who was number 1. Michigan beat Ohio State, who was I think number 2 at the time. Texas beat Alabama. And Washington beat Oregon. So when you really break it down and get rid of the emotional bias, there's no argument that you can make for Florida State to be in, other than the fact that you think they deserve it. If I'm being completely honest, I think these are some really good matchups. These might be the most interesting playoff matchups we've had in a long time. The committee made the right decision, and I'm glad they put the best 4 teams in. Let me know what you think. Did the committee get it right? Should Florida State have been in? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to wrap this video up here. Be sure to leave a like in the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out.